Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. It is currently 7:25 in the morning, October 6th, Monday, Pacific Standard Time. I'm in California. Hope you guys are doing well. I will try to post this later on today, so y'all, whenever you guys watch it, you guys will see it. But we are here to do more of the world predictions for October. We have way more coming, but I wanted to get these messages out there. Also, this could even be predictions that are not mainstream predictions. This could just be ones that could happen. You might see, in your neighborhood, maybe not be like mainstream, but other of them will be mainstream predictions. Just want to put that out there. And yeah, also, if you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, comment down below where you're from, say hi, like the video, share the video. If you guys are new or old, welcome. Love you guys. And yeah, bring it started in 5 seconds. Alrighty, so for prediction number 1, we're gonna see back-to-back famous people, celebrity passings again, just like how we saw, I think, back in August. We're gonna see those numbers come up again, the threes. Things always happen in threes, sometimes 6 times, sometimes 9 times, but we're gonna see back-to-back celebrities. This could even be people that are in public eye. It doesn't have to always be like famous people, but I do feel like we're gonna see a surge of famous people, well-known people throughout the world, because it's not just the United States. We also have celebrities in Europe, Asia, Africa, but we're going to see a lot of people of celebrity status, people that are high-profile people, not always politicians, right? There's a million other kind of people, even as small as like people that work at like coffee shops, well-known coffee owners, well-known authors, well-known people that write poetry, books. We're going to see a number of passings, okay? But I feel like we're going to see a lot of passings around Europe, okay? If I have to be like specific with the locations, I do feel like around Western Europe, France, the United Kingdom, so that'd be Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland. We could see passings of famous people of status around those countries, and of course America. I just got in my mind right now, before I forget about it, we're gonna see something about a cowboy actor that could depart us soon. Okay, this could be someone who acted in cowboy movies, so like Clint Eastwood, was it Robert Duvall? There's a few other ones. We're going to hear about someone who acted in cowboy movies when they were younger. We're going to see a passing of this person, okay? And I just got also in my head, writer. We could hear about a writer in the news. This could be also somebody that wrote for the government, wrote books, did something. And I also heard a cookbook, so we might see someone who wrote a cookbook, like a chef, or did something around writing books. They could pass away, or they could have a health issue coming up. All right. But yes, this could happen globally, okay? So not just the United States. This could be all over the world. But I'm feeling most of this will be in around Europe and United States. And I also heard a Filipina actress. We might hear about a Filipina actress, either from the Philippines or that lives in the United States, that could be of Philippine descent. We could hear about something about them passing. All right. Look out for Montana. Montana, United States. We're going to see a lot of things happen in Montana, y'all. This could be a mass casualty event. Sudden dust storms, sandstorms, or high winds. Okay, we could see sudden snowstorms, and we could see also a famous person either pass away in Montana or a person of status. They could either be from Montana or they're visiting Montana. There's a tie to Montana in this person, okay? Could even be a climber or someone that hikes mountains. This could be around a mountain area. But yeah, we're going to see Montana on the news more, okay? We're also going to see puppy mills being rescued. This could be all over the United States, the Midwest, and I feel like it's mainly around the south parts of the United States, and I also feel around the United Kingdom. We could also see a little earthquake shake the Washington, D.C. This could be like a little 3.5 to a 4.5 earthquake. I also feel like we're going to see a really big earthquake coming up. Speaking about earthquakes, this could be around Tuesday or Thursday. This could happen this month. Those specific days stand out to me. This could be between a 7.0 to a 8.0. I see a building collapse. So this is a pretty big one. And I would feel like this could be around Asia. But I also feel like this could even be closer to like Eurasia, like near probably closer to Asia and Europe, the border. So this could be possibly Russia, possibly Turkey, Greece. We could see a big seismic activity there, but also South America too. So anywhere in South America, we could see a big earthquake coming up. All right. And I also feel like Canada, we're going to see a shakings around Canada, this country, Canada, confirmation. We could see a big arson or a gas explosion. Okay, this could be Southwest United States, so like Texas, Colorado, Arizona, Utah, California. We could see Mexico on the news. This could be anywhere though. It doesn't have to be that specific region, but we could see that coming up. We could see also NATO aggress Russia, so we could see something about that coming up. We could see another a mass shooting. I hate saying that because I feel like this happens so much. Yes, we're gonna see another mass shooting coming up within the next few days. Y'all, it feels like it never ends with these. We could also see a high-profile murder or a serial killer on the news. Like I said before, we're gonna see that highlighted. Again, we're going to see those schools, universities being highlighted with mass casualty events. Unfortunately, yeah, this is global. So United States, a lot of energy around Texas. Texas is a very dark place. If you guys didn't already watch my other predictions, I did talk about how we were going to see a lot of gas station casualties this weekend, and we had two happen in Texas. Two with two children, and then one with an Indian student who was also a gas station employee. So very sad, but we're going to still see continuations around gas stations. I also got in my head a pizzeria could be on the news with a casualty event, or this could be a pizza man delivering pizzas. We could see something around that. We could also see huge storm buildups impacting around South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. So this could be winds, floods. We could also see earthquakes too around those areas in South Pacific Asia. All right. We're also going to see a big accident at a party slash boat or a party bus. This could be a party boat, party bus. This is some type of gathering. And then we could also see a balcony falling as well. So someone could also fall off a balcony at a party, or this could be two separate things, but we're going to see some type of accident with a party. It looks like a party bus, party boat, party house. We could see someone falling off a balcony. We're going to see a lot of energies of people falling to their demise, okay, whether it's falling off a balcony, falling off stairs, falling off of mountain. We're going to see a big increase in that, okay. Yeah, big emphasis of balcony falling. This could even be connected to a murder coming up. All right, we're going to see arson fires impact buildings and important political structures. This could also be post offices, schools, government buildings, probably due to protests. I would expect this around Portland, Oregon, Georgia. We could see certain things coming out of there, and Asia as well. Also do see we're going to see an incident where someone that has a parachute falls to their demise. Remember I said this falling energy. This could be someone on a plane, skydiver, somebody using a parachute, and all of a sudden it cuts loose and they fall. And it's something about, remember, falling from a sky, falling from a building. We're going to see that, unfortunately. This ties into one of my dreams that I had. Stay tuned for the end of the video. I'm going to talk to you guys about this dream that I had about being on a parachute on a plane, and then it's like how it, just watch. I'll show y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had to change the position. The sun was getting in my face. But yeah, I do feel like we're also going to see Poland, Romania, Belarus, countries in Europe, either experience border security issues or terroristic attacks. This could be drone attacks. This could be missiles, fires, domestic terrorist attacks as well. Weapons of mass here as well here. All right. We're also going to see a big fire explosion around southeast United States. So around those states that are in the southeast region, you could see some type of an explosion. This could be a building, refinery, chemical plant, car, apartment, home. We're going to see something around that. Another school shooting, like I said, coming up. A lot of emphasis again around the Texas areas, California, the Carolinas, Louisiana. We could see something coming out of Louisiana regarding a mass casualty event. We could see issues with holy sites and places of worship. So this could be around Israel. Not all in the Middle East, though. We could see holy sites having issues globally. This could be political wars, desecrations, vandalisms as well of these holy places. Okay. Yeah. We're also going to see an big explosion in the Middle East. This could be oil, gas refinery. This could be a building, but I don't necessarily feel like this is all in like Gaza, Israel. This could be in Iraq, Qatar, the UAE, or Saudi Arabia. There's, of course, more countries. It's not just one place. Yeah. We're going to again see sizable earthquakes, Turkey, Canada, East Asia, New Zealand, California, Alaska. Okay, Alaska, we're going to start to see that pick up again with those earthquakes, and Hawaii as well. Russia again, we're going to see this resurgence of earthquakes, but also in places we don't normally see them too. We could see another big earthquake happen that we don't expect it in a place that we don't expect this to happen, okay? All right, we could also see certain power outages too. We're also going to see an airspace/airport closed down due to conflicts or hacking. All right, this could be around Europe, okay? Also United States. We're going to see either a train, a big ship carrying food supplies, either be bombed or have an accident. This could be Canada, the United States, around Europe. We could see that as well. We're going to see a high-profile stabbing. So we're going to see a stabbing of either a person of celebrity status that is famous gets stabbed, or this could be someone of status doing this. All right, kind of like what we saw with the girl in North Carolina, the Ukrainian girl. Her name is Erna. I believe her name is Irma. We might see something similar like that coming out again. We're also going to see a concert that will be on the news, so be on the lookout for a concert. This could be around Oregon. I'm kind of worried about Oregon. Oregon stood out to me, so we could see something around Oregon when it comes to maybe a concert going wrong. This could also be anywhere else in the world that has a concert. This doesn't always have to be Oregon. It could be pretty much anywhere. We're also going to see a very strange prediction of an adult. Okay, so I put adult school question mark, and I was like, okay, what does this mean? So I meditated on it, and I feel like we're going to see either an adult posing like a student or posing as somebody else, but they're really an adult, so lying about their age, or we could see something happening around an adult school for, school for adults. Something, but I'm leaning towards the first one, but we could see something happening around an adult school as well. But I feel like someone could be forging their age or forging their identity and acting like they're someone else, but they're not. We're going to hear about that on the news. We're also going to see people being trapped inside of a cave or caves. This could be several people. This could be due to like storms, blizzards, or people just being trapped, falling in caves, getting stuck in caves. We're going to see people being trapped and then rescued. Okay, so like a rescue of people falling in caves, being stuck in caves, kind of like what we saw with mines, with like mining companies, mining people. We're gonna see caves being a theme, and even mountains, caves inside of mountains, people being trapped, people falling, caves being highlighted. We might even see some. We might even find like a family in the cave that lives in a cave, or a group of people that dwell inside of a cave that we didn't hear about, we never knew. People that live in their own communities in caves. We're gonna find caves being highlighted coming up. Look out. We could also see a tsunami coming up again, just like what we had in, remember, in was it July? The end of July, we had that one from Russia. We're gonna see another tsunami. Okay, so this is due to a either earthquake in the ocean, most likely off the coast of a country. We're gonna see another tsunami coming up. Okay, so because I just heard like sirens in my head, like the tsunami alert. So again, we're gonna see that this month, if not by November. But I'm getting a really strong energy of a tsunami. And what also came to my mind was Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico, we could see some type of maybe a big earthquake around Puerto Rico coming up. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, that region, Jamaica, Haiti, which could affect. We could see a tsunami or a tsunami alert for those countries. Okay, again, this could happen around the ocean near those countries, but this could also be globally. We could see another earthquake, big earthquake coming up with a tsunami coming up. All right. Sorry, y'all. I have this. I'm looking at this beautiful dog over there. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, but it's too early. Dog is outside. Yeah. So big tsunami coming up, y'all. So a big earthquake. Again, this could be around that area, as I just said, the Caribbean, parts of Asia. This could also be coming from Europe again, which could also affect us in California again coming up, an advisory. But I would pay attention to those areas of Caribbean. And remember, I did say before, we're going to see some type of, in the future, the east coast of the United States be on a tsunami alert. So this would be an earthquake that would be shaking from the ocean going towards that area. Remember that when I tell y'all. All right. So I'm going to tell you about this weird dreams that I had. These like prophetic dreams. I normally don't have a lot of dreams like when I'm asleep. Believe it or not, I have dreams when I'm awake. But these particular dreams, I'll just tell you, it was weird. So I had this dream where I was in this plane. It looked like it could have been a commercial plane because there was a lot of people. And then next thing I know, I start seeing a shaking in the plane, and then I just immediately fall down. Like I'm like literally falling from the plane down the sky. Right, I'm going down on the land, but I have this parachute, and then I get saved. But it happened so quickly that I don't know what happened to the other people. They just disappeared out of nowhere. And I just remember I was there. I was with next to somebody. I don't know who they were, but I remember all of a sudden I see this shaking, and then boom, I just drop from the plane, and I have this parachute, and I think I was saved, hopefully. So We might see something around a plane coming up, another plane accident, collision, colliding with another plane. We could see something around another commercial plane. But I was getting like a parachute, so this could be, we might see something around a parachute too, like somebody using a parachute to survive from a plane. That's how I took the dream. This could also be that there will be survivors with this incident. But the plane also went missing in my dream, so I'm kind of like trying to put the pieces together. So a plane just goes missing, or a plane accident, and there's this parachute that just helps somebody. Yeah. The other dream I had where I was standing in front of my house and I looked up at the sky, and all of a sudden the sky was blue. It was a normal day, and all of a sudden I see this big flying object coming out of nowhere, just appears, and it scared me, and I just remember running, and I got chills when I had the dream. So I know we have the Interstellar coming up, right? The Interstellar 3, but I feel like we might see something coming up around California or the West Coast about an unidentified flying object appear close. Yeah, that was kind of creepy. And then I had this other dream of, remember I mentioned the treehouse falling? I said no, the treehouse. I mentioned in the news we were going to see a treehouse, and I was putting it together, and I feel like when I had this dream coming up, not when I had this dream coming up, when I had this dream, because I talked about this before, the dream made more sense now with my vision. I felt like when I said that, when I had this dream, I saw a tree falling to a house, like falling on a house or an important building. Hopefully we ain't people, but something big happening around the trees, or a tree falling on an important building. This could be a government building. This could be around the Washington D.C., around the White House. This could be a big tree that falls on a building or a home or an apartment. But I did see in my dream that there were certain casualties of people. So this could be due to a storm, earthquake. I don't know what happened, what made the tree fall in my dream, but I just remember seeing a big tree fall, and I remember I saw people around. So we could see something coming out of there. I feel like this could be around either United Kingdom or around United States is where I see this. So yeah, those are just the dreams I wanted to give out to y'all. Another confirmation, I see a UPS driver there, so we could see something coming out around a UPS driver, USPS Postal Service man. We're going to see something coming out around a UPS driver. This could be something big, maybe a casualty event, something crazy around a UPS driver. This could be something coming up. We're going to hear about it, and it's driving by confirmation. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to leave it